Pierce, got a question about being recognized. I was reading an article about you, and they say, Pierce Brosnan, one of the most recognizable actors in the world. But I'm kind of curious about the flip side of that. And say you go to the Albertsons, you're doing some shopping, you're pushing the shopping cart in your jeans and a T-shirt. Do people ever come up to you and just think that you look like somebody that looks like Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
And what happens?
They do. I mean, the recognition comes in different shapes and forms and twicks and twitches and whatever from people. They do the double take like this, or they suss you up slowly, or they just come straight up into your face, and but you know what? You take it as a compliment, and if people are nice to me, I'm nice back, and if you want to razz me, well, fair enough. Just don't cross the line and just keep it to business. But I don't know about being the most recognizable face. I mean, Bond is a mighty character to be part of your life. And I am very happy with him being part of my life. And I had to make peace with it before I said yes to it. And
well, last time you said something quite interesting. You said he's an interesting character to live with. Now, the things that you have to endure with that character, I mean, how often, and we mentioned the martini thing, you go into a bar and people automatically, how often do people come up to you and say, hey, my name's Gretschmal, Mark Gretschmal, and do the wink? I mean, and how do you react when that happens?
I usually say nothing. Just let it hang there. Oh, I don't know. You just say how you do, Mark.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the original audition for the Bond film. I mean, the first time when you were going out for it, and they're auditioning other people. What did they have you do at that audition, and how surreal an atmosphere for you?
I actually got Barbara Broccoli, who's the producer of the Bond movies, to show me my screen test there in London at the beginning of the year, and it's hysterical. But you could see the glimmer of Bond there, and you could see why they were possibly considering me, and you could see, I'd like to think, why they offered me the role in '86. But there was a lot of hair, and it was very shiny.
Well, what did they have you do in the audition?
There was a short fight sequence, and then it involved a woman, and a bed, and a bit of kissing, and a bit of Walther PPK. So I can't remember what we were talking about. We did the test, and I think it was from Thunderball. It was one of the scenes in Thunderball that they gave me to do. And I went down to Pinewood Studios, and I did the screen test, and went back then to Cubby Broccoli's office and sat and talked, and
the rest is history. Yeah.
The rest is history.
Yeah. Now, weird things about this character. Now, posing for publicity photos. Have you ever been in a movie where you have to pose for as many publicity photos as a Bond film?
No, there's quite a few. It's an onslaught. It's a big circus. It's huge. When you're doing it, it's huge. It's like no other movie. I mean, Pinewood Studios got the biggest soundstage in the world, or at least in Europe. And you're working with men and women who've been on this movie for many, many years, this franchise. So you enter into the world of Bond, the family of Bond.
And quick last question, last night, I mean, every time I go to a Bond film, that opening thing when you walk by and shoot at the gun, shoot at the camera, people just break into applause.
Yeah.
When you originally shot that opening, what was going through your mind? And did it just seem
Lots of
surreal?
laughter. Very surreal. I mean, it's a really wild thing to do because we've all seen it, grown up on it. Connery comes in, Moore comes in. But in essence, in truth, it's a huge soundstage. It's a white box. The camera's way back there. And you have to walk from this side of the stage to that side of the stage. But halfway through, you have to do the gun. So, if you're to say you're a little self-conscious, yes, the outtakes are funny. I mean, some of the postures and attitudes looks like I had piles. Preparation H, James Bond. When I'm in a tricky situation, when I get those moments, yes. No, next. Okay, man, we'll go again. I'll do it seriously. I promise. Yep, I promise. You know, so I don't know how many times we did it, but we did it. So there you go.
You are the man. Thank you very much. That's
Cheers.
very good. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.